Hi friends and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello. My name's George Agambar and I'm a UK music producer. Today's video is all about the differences between mixing on headphones and mixing on monitors. We're going to be having a look at the different types of headphones and when and why we use each different type, and the difference between headphones and monitors and the advantages to each. So if you want to learn a bit more about this, then make sure you stay tuned and hit the subscribe button and notification bell for new videos every Wednesday.
And things will never be the same when I hear your name since you kissed me in the rain.
When using monitors, we have two separate streams of audio, one from the left channel and one from the right channel. And our brain analyses this information, the frequencies and the slight difference in timing, and that lets us know and be able to pinpoint where a sound is coming from. The information from the left and right channel also blends a bit together in the air, and this is what we call crossfeed. And this makes the stereo image of the sound we're hearing ever so slightly narrower. But in headphones, we don't have this slight difference in timing or this crossfeed. Information is fed to both our ears at the exact same time, and both channels are completely separate and isolated. And so when we're using headphones, our stereo image is a bit more artificial, it sounds wider. And so instruments may sound more widely panned than they actually are, and effects such as reverb might actually sound deeper than they are. And this is just the first thing that you have to consider when choosing between headphones and monitors. There are two different types of headphones we can choose from, open and closed back ones. And we use these for different reasons, and the way that we hear the sound is slightly different. Closed back headphones are ones which have solid plastic backs, like these ones. They don't let airflow through the back of the headphones, so there's no noise bleed, which is why they're perfect for recording. But we can also use them when we want to make detailed edits. And that's because they won't let sound from your environment into what you're hearing. It won't affect your judgment. But in terms of general mixing, we don't tend to use closed back headphones. And that is due to the lack of airflow, because this can normally lead to a build-up of frequencies and resonances, especially in the low end. Open-backed headphones are ones like these, without solid plastic backing. They allow a little bit of airflow through the back of the headphones, and we normally use these for mixing, because it has that slight crossfeed that monitors do. And this also means that there isn't a tendency to have a build-up of frequencies or resonances in the low end. But you wouldn't normally choose open-backed headphones for recording, and that's because they let noise in and out, and so we can't get a crystal clear sounding recording when using open-backed headphones. Monitors tend to be the recommended system to mix on, and this is because they offer some really big advantages. The biggest being is that they don't tend to colour the sound as much as headphones do. Depending on the make of headphones you get, models can really hugely vary in terms of their frequency response curve. And headphones in general tend to lack in bass, and so as engineers and producers, we try to compensate for this bass, and our final mix ends up being too bass heavy. But with monitors, these frequency response curves tend to be a lot flatter, and so we get a much more accurate representation of our mix and how it sounds. Another advantage of monitors is, as we mentioned before, we get a much clearer idea of the width and depth of our mix, and the stereo image is a lot more accurate. And another final big advantage is that we don't get ear fatigue as quickly. You can work for a bit longer on monitors than you can on headphones, but of course you do need to take regular ear breaks when mixing music. So now onto the advantages of headphones. Firstly, they're really convenient. You can use them to mix pretty much anywhere, even on your daily commute. They're a minimal noise nuisance and really easy to travel with. Another advantage is that you don't need a lot of room treatment. Of course, you do need a somewhat quiet environment to be able to work in. However, the acoustics of the room really don't matter as much as they do when you're mixing on monitors. And finally, headphones tend to be a bit cheaper than monitors. And so if you're on a budget, this may be a more sensible choice. And they take up less space too, so that may also be a consideration. In an ideal world, I'd use both. I'd use a pair of monitors to do a lot of the mixing work on, and use some headphones to reference my work on. Make sure that the mix sounds good through the headphones as well. However, if I was only allowed one, I would be tempted to go with a pair of open-backed headphones. They're just so convenient, and it doesn't matter about your room acoustics, and you don't need to worry about room treatment. And yes, I know I said that, headphones tend to be coloured in terms of their frequency response curve, but you can learn how your headphones sound. You can learn all their quirks and characteristics and work around that. There are plugins available to address the problems that headphones have. For example, Can Opener Studio by Goodhertz helps introduce some of that crossfeed aspect to headphones. Or Reference by Sonarworks is an EQ flattener for popular models of headphones. And Waves even have an emulator of really nice world-class studio environments to make it sound as though your mixes are being played in those rooms, when actually you're sitting at your desk or at your computer or laptop, listening through your headphones. So that's the difference between mixing on headphones and mixing on monitors. Personally, I think that I prefer to work on monitors. Although admittedly, I have been working on monitors for a lot longer than I've been working on headphones, so this may just be out of habit. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful and interesting. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and if there are any other videos you'd like to see in the future. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and I will see you again soon.